Okay, we're recording now with my friend Juan Carlos. As always, this is going to be a gamble. He's going to throw some topics. I will throw some topics. And at the end, you will figure it out because that will be the thumbnail, la miniatura. So in the thumbnail, at the end, what is the summary of the topic? So
It's a surprise.
okay,
So,
Mr. JC, what is in your mind now?
so I talked with a guy in the gym uh, a few weeks later, a few weeks before, and it's interesting when when you meet someone and you attach immediately with someone. So this happens to this guy, a friend of mine. He went out with a girl from the gym, with the same gym. We go to the same gym, and they had only one date.
Yeah.
Okay, they had only one date, but I know how was his day. He said that the date was amazing. They talk about a lot of topics. Okay,
Okay.
but he got like engaged. He got hooked up with the
Too
girl
fast.
too fast, too
Hmm,
fast,
I
too
have
fast.
seen that.
Okay,
Yeah.
too fast. Okay, so you know that this girl she also trains, and she only trains like 1 hour, 2 hours stuff, and she goes to the cafeteria. That's where she works. I know that girl too. Okay,
So she's
so
from the same gym, right?
yes, she's from the same gym.
Okay.
Both are
Okay.
from the same gym. Okay,
Okay.
so so after the date, the guy like tried to reach her to get another date, because in the first date he said, hey, maybe we could go to another cafeteria, because they went to a cafe in the first date. Hey,
Yeah.
let's go to another cafe. I know
Can we,
this
can
also
we do
great.
it? I want to
Yeah,
interrupt. Do you think going to a cafe is a good place for the first date?
I think yes,
Okay.
because you're talking to the person, right? You're
Yeah,
talking to
yeah.
the person. There are a lot of topics. You know each other.
Maybe if
But
you're planning for something serious, the cafe is a good place.
uh, I don't know. Maybe if you don't have money,
Yeah,
the
that's true.
perfect maybe you don't have money. The
That's a
perfect day
good one.
would be a park,
Yes, yes, yes.
a
I think
park, or
so.
a like, yeah, a park or a public place. I don't know. But if
You
you
know,
have
an
like,
interesting hack for saving money I found out is taking a woman to a nice place where you can walk. Usually I see this in
yeah,
Miraflores, right? Like a lot of poor guys pulling off like good women because they make them walk, around Miraflores, and they buy
yeah,
like a ice cream, but not expensive ice cream, like a
yeah,
regular ice cream there with the.
exactly. So if you have money, you can take her maybe to a cafeteria, maybe to some ice cream. Remember the ice cream topic, that the ice cream costs a lot
Ooh,
right now.
fuck
So
that.
if you have money, you can take her there. Okay. So they have a cup of coffee during this date, and he like asked her, "Hey, maybe we should come out to another cafe that I discovered in Instagram." And she said, "Yeah,
Okay.
we'll see it." Right? They didn't confirm. Okay. So when he tried to reach again, we tried to ask again the girl didn't respond back. Okay, so
Oh,
they didn't respond. She's saying like, I don't have time, I'm working. So
I
my
have some
friend,
theories already. I'm going to listen to you, but I have
yeah.
some theories. I want to
So
listen to
my
you.
my friend was got his heart broke, because he has illusions with this girl. It was really fast. I don't know how can you have
The woman
illusions.
is the one that works in the cafeteria, right? At
Yeah,
the gym.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that also tells you
yeah,
another thing. I will
yeah,
expand that later too.
yeah. So another thing that he told me is that well, the girl is kind of has this masculine behavior. Okay, it was like, um, well, we trained since 2022, 21, and she disappeared from 6 months. But when she come back to this gym, I don't know why she disappeared. What When she come back, she was totally changed. She's more masculine, more
She was
like
broken.
dominant.
She was
Maybe,
broken in that moment.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
maybe because she had a boyfriend before she comes back. That's what my
Yeah.
friend told me. Okay,
New
so
tattoos, just in case. Did she show new tattoos in the body?
no. Oh
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think she has one.
Hmm.
One. I
Okay,
don't
okay, okay.
remember.
Yeah.
Okay, but she's like this kind of woman that is that has this man behavior of making friends. She is always with guys. She don't have like female girls. She have
Okay.
male guys.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
and that's something that I noticed, but my friend didn't notice. I told him, hey, um, have you noticed that she talk how she talks to another friends, how she talks to another dudes, how she behave, how she, you know, she touch the shoulder, touch the muscle with other friends. And he told me, I noticed that. I think that she was being polite. She was being nice.
No, because he's in
Mm,
love. He doesn't realize
yeah,
it. Yeah.
yeah. And I said, hey, maybe she doesn't want something serious. She wants something fun, maybe
Yeah,
something to
exactly.
take. Um, he said, hey, yeah, but I'm not in a mood with that. I'm not. I'm too old for this shit. And he told me, yeah,
By the way,
it's
the job
respectful.
position, I mean, we need to stop there to analyze the job position since the beginning. The woman that works in at the gym cafeteria, usually these women that interact with a lot of people, it's like the equivalent to a nurse. We always make jokes about the nurse, right? So if a woman interact with a lot of people in their job, they
Mhm.
will have access to different offers,
Yeah.
proposals. So if you take the woman to the cafeteria the first time, she's expecting you the second time to increase in the bar. Yeah, she doesn't expect another cafeteria.
Yeah, maybe that. You were talking about why she always takes so long to answer. My friend told me, yeah, she's more on Instagram, but less in WhatsApp. I mean,
Yeah.
I write, I respond a story of her in her Instagram, and she respond immediately. But when I ask her something on WhatsApp, he waits like 3 hours, 4 hours
What
for her
happened
to
is the
respond.
Instagram is the lead magnet for women. In business, we talk about lead
Yeah,
magnet, right? So in
yeah.
women, it's like the new players come
Mhm.
by Instagram. So for them, make more sense spending the time in that
Yeah,
lane.
and we
Yeah.
discovered something because we were talking with a gym friend, a trainer, that the women was like seeking for other guys in the gym. Like when she sees someone that is right really interesting, she goes and sit with her and stay with a guy. Like she presents herself, she talks to the guy, she's always with the guy
Yeah.
when she sees someone more interesting. So so she was like always acting like a friend with my friend, but not to intend to have a second date, not to intend
Yeah.
to have something. So we talked with this guy, and he was like he has his car broke, and he didn't realize it until we the trainer guy and me talk about that,
Yeah.
because this woman was like stalking the trainer, my trainer friend. He was stalking the pictures, their stories, and he was
So
replying
funny.
to that. And my friend was devastated, was destroyed. And I don't know how you can manage to.
I
Uh,
mean, that's like a virgin behavior, to be honest, because first, if you see the woman is very extrovert, that doesn't make her a hoe, but the chances that she will be a unloyal is high. First, that's why
yeah,
it's the demand that needs to do all the job, and also that increase your risk because if you are trying to approach to a shy woman, you are around the risk that, oh, maybe she's going to be upset with you because
yeah,
she's shy, she doesn't want to be bothered, but at the same time, that is a huge barrier for other players to approach. So that's what
yeah,
guys don't pay attention. I want something that I can. It's easy for me, but if it's easy for you, it's easy for everybody else.
yeah. But he told me that he doesn't want to chase. I mean, he doesn't like to do the work.
Yeah, but
And
that's also a
I don't
problem.
know about that. That so many people, well,
Yeah,
men don't like to do all the work, because
yeah.
if we don't see um, like some work from the women, we left it out. I mean,
Have you seen the movie Hitch from Will Smith long time ago?
yeah, of course.
I remember that part when he say like you approach to the woman, but you don't totally 100%. You do like
Yeah,
90% of the movement, and you allow
Mhm.
her to do. That's the part where the fat guy kisses
Yeah,
Will Smith.
yeah,
But do you think that makes sense?
yeah, of course.
I
Because
think so. Yeah.
my friend was totally into the girl. He was replying her stories, asking for opportunity to go out, but she didn't notice and she didn't want it. So just just an opinion. I told him, hey, maybe you should just say hello to her, don't talk to her, just do your workout, and you're okay. But during these weeks, I I always see them together, right? They are
Oh
talking.
fuck
He's
that.
helping her with the machine. And when I talk to him, hey, how you doing? How you managing? Yeah, I'm totally fine. I'm meditating. I'm focusing on my job, focusing on my train.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
that.
but you're still talking to the girl. And he said, "Yeah, just want to be polite. We're friends. Just saying hello, goodbye, nothing else." Yeah, but he don't tell me that he's helping her with her workouts and something else.
That's fucked
But
up.
yeah,
That's when a man doesn't have options. I can tell you that in advance. I mean, I don't know his case, but there's a high chance that if I go to his WhatsApp, I'm not going to see other women texting him.
yeah. So back to the first dates. I think ah, and this is some curious with another friend. I don't know if this is like something old school kind of things, but
I like this part.
they
The
they
OG,
they
the OG
they
wisdom.
they think they still think that the men have to pay in the first date. They always think that. I know how you manage that, but back in the days when you invite a woman, well, it's different if you invite and you tell her, hey, let's meet up. I
Yeah,
think that if you invite, it's necessary that you pay.
yeah,
Okay,
because you're inviting. Yeah,
you're invited,
I
but
mean, for us, it's like common sense,
it's
right?
common
Somehow,
sense,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
But if you say, hey, let's meet up, I don't know, to a mall or to a supermarket, yeah. My friends always tend to pay for an ice cream, for a cafe, or for a dinner with this girl, and they don't get like a kiss or something like that.
yeah.
They say, "Hey, I'm getting experience. I'm getting experience here. Maybe next time I'll get lucky."
That's
But I say to him, "Hey, this doesn't work, right? You shouldn't like spend a lot of money with her. First of all, you're not working.
yeah.
That's from
How the fuck are you going to pay
that's
the?
the your parents' money.
Yeah.
And second of all, you don't know if you have any chances with this girl.
By the way, I think we need to pause there a little bit to explain why, because I mean, for us it's common sense, but let's think about younger people, right? Why the first date require some type of contribution for the woman? It's not because you are trying to negotiate with her. It's not
Mhm.
that. It's not because you see it as a business, but it's just because if you don't get even a kiss in the first date, now in the second to get the kiss, you need to invest at least double or triple what you invest in the first day because you put the
Yes.
bar so high without receiving shit. So, oh, if she doesn't asking me any for that, now
Yeah.
at least it's going to go to a fancy restaurant for a kiss,
Yes.
perhaps. At the hotel, oh shit, the hotel is gonna be 1,000 soles. So, I mean, for us, it makes sense, you know. And also, and this is perhaps the sad part for the people that are trying to be polite with the woman, is that if the woman see that you don't go for a kiss, she doesn't think, oh, he's a polite man. That's what they tell us, but no, actually they think, oh, he's kind of weak. He doesn't have the balls to just jump.
Yeah, but I don't know about that because so many women nowadays think that, hey, you're trying to approach me. You're a rapist. I don't want this. I want my space. But
Yeah.
maybe it depends with the guy, right? So if the guy
Yes,
is good
I will
looking,
do
hey,
that.
come on. But if the guy
Yes,
is
yes,
not
yes.
good looking, stay
I
away.
will do that too. Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
this. But I noticed this also. I don't know if you have noticed this, or maybe I'm talking shit. But I don't know if you have seen the higher social scale of men, like men that live, for example, in La Molina, La Planicie,
Okay, the high
Surco.
status guys.
That's high
Okay.
status guy. Okay,
Yeah.
so um, I talked with this with my girlfriend when she was single. Okay, so this high status guy, when they try to approach to women, they don't know how to talk. They don't know how to, well, they know how to start a conversation, but they don't know how to continue. Okay,
Interesting. I agree with
I
you. I
think
agree.
they
Interesting.
think that with the money of their parents can um can change the woman's mind to be with them.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if you have listened to this. Oye, flaquita, tengo plata, ven conmigo. Something like that.
I mean, the
Yeah.
equivalent. I haven't heard that one, but I have seen the one that I pick you up in the fancy car, and somehow I expect just because I pick you up in the fancy car that the
Yes.
woman is going to spread the legs. They don't understand that that is just to hook the attention at the
Yeah.
beginning, not to. But you need to concrete that with a good energy and conversation.
Yeah. And she told me that, and I think, hey, that makes sense because they only use the money to get the women.
Yeah.
Sometimes they get lucky, sometimes they don't. But let's go to another part with another friends that they have like in a medium low status. They get women also with alcohol, but they try to make them have fun,
Yeah.
make
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
laugh.
They
Okay,
focus around the experience, right?
they focus on the experience,
Yeah.
and I don't know, women also think, hey, this guy is ugly, but it has something for it. It has
Yes,
something
many
interesting.
times, many
It has
times. By the way, I
something
need to
interesting.
pause here, but many times, I walk my dog sometimes 1 a.m., sometimes even later because there's no noise. I like to walk at that period of time. And many times I see women sitting by themselves in a bench, and they are calling a guy and the ugliest guy that you can imagine show up with some food and they start eating together in the park. So it's all about experience.
It's all about experience, but I don't know. Maybe if you have a lot of money, that doesn't guarantee that you're getting laid or women. I don't know. That's something interesting. And
I think it's a false narrative. I mean, you are just spotting something. If you listen the music, I have on my WhatsApp a voice note song lyrics because when I am the gym, I start to record the lyrics that are funny for me. And one lyric say, "Tengo la funda lista para gastar." La funda is the wallet, right? So tengo
mm,
la funda lista para gastar. La baby se puso cara. So I started writing all this shit. So okay, somehow what they are trying to propose to new generations is that if the woman invests in hair, she put boobs and ass. Now the
yes,
guy needs to spend more money in hair. So she
yeah,
invests money in hair, and now the guy needs to invest more money in hair. So do you feel something good? I feel
yeah,
that
yeah,
a lot.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I read that in a meme that it was like a couple went out to have a dinner, and the man, oh well, she invited, he was going to pay, but somehow he waited for the women like to have like an initiation for her to pay, like taking
Yeah,
the wallet for
at
the
least they amague,
yeah,
right? Like they
yeah,
pretend
yeah,
to pay. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. And he was going to pay, and she said, hey, are you not going to pay? You don't have money? And he was like surprised. He said, yeah, I'm going to pay, but I was expecting you to also like try to pay, to
Mm.
have this started. And she said, no, because you're a man, you have to pay. And he was like, okay, but I'm working, you're also working, you have money. And she said, yeah, but I invested more things for myself than you for
Yeah,
this
yeah,
day.
for sure.
And he said, what did you invest? How much do you invest in this day? Well, I have this makeup, the things that they put in their face. I
By the
don't know.
way, sorry to do a pause again, but this is important because I check a video about this. They say they want to charge you the full price of the makeup. They haven't used the
Yes.
full price. They just a little gram of this. The clothing is they can use it again. So why you
Yeah.
have to pay the full
Yeah.
clothes? What
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
fuck?
yeah, yeah.
Huh?
You beat me to it. He asked, hey, how much do you spend with the makeup? I spend like let's say $50-$40. Okay,
Yeah.
yes. Okay, so divide these $40 in I don't know how many times you're going to
30
use it, and
days,
it's
perhaps.
and if you're going and you only invest like $1 for this
Yeah.
for this. Where is
By the way,
the
it's the
investment?
equivalent. It's the equivalent of the guy trying to charge the woman for the car that you bought, right? Hey, I picked you up in this car. Now you have to pay the car.
Yeah, and when you tell me, hey, what do you put on the table? What do you invest? And they
Yeah.
said myself, my myself, not the body, just myself,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
my
Okay, okay. That's
presence,
it. You just make it because if
my
they
pre-
are going to say myself, at me that's the pussy on the table. I'm
yeah,
saying that you're not saying that. But I'm saying that I want to see that juicy pussy on the table. If you are going to tell me that
yeah.
herself,
Many women offend of this, but sometimes it's the truth. I mean, it has always been before, but sometimes it's the truth. They don't want to accept it, but it's true.
yeah. You know why? Because if they accept it, now they cannot keep receiving the free favors that a lot
Yeah,
of beta men give to them. That's why I mentioned this long time ago. That's why they never have a type of a man, right? Because if they have a type, immediately all the ones that are not, if a woman say, I only going to date with men that are above 1 meter 85 centimeters, all the shorties will disappear and a lot of favors go away, right? So that's
yes.
why they never say their standard. No, you just have to be a good man.
Yeah. So, do you think that maybe the actual feminists are trying to brainwashing these women, or
Uh,
is something that it has always been before, but nowadays is noticing more?
No, I think what happened is that, there are elites. I love conspiracy theories, right? So if you have a functional society, you cannot make that much money, right? Because everybody will be just dating, having experiences that sometimes doesn't involve money. So corporation want people to spend money, men to spend money to get the women to the illusion of getting the woman, and the government also want that, because if
Yeah.
a man is happy, you have the balls empty because you are fucking, you can think properly, so they cannot manipulate you. So government and corporation doesn't want people to have good dating life first. And second is that always the music, the movies will shape people's minds. So I always say, if you want to improve your dating life, just stop consuming the regular content that the companies throw you,
Yeah.
and immediately you will start behaving better, because these things are brainwashing people in real time. They think it's free. Oh, the music is free. It's not free if you don't pay attention.
Talking about conspiracy theory, I saw a video today. Probably you said it. I saw it in Instagram. I'm going to share it with you later.
Yeah.
But it was in Mexico that uh, there was this millionaire rich that it was like uh, suicided. Okay, that he invited younger people to
The one
go
for the
to him.
Iceland?
Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
okay,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. The one for the
So
Iceland.
there
Okay.
was like a male, okay, that he talked with a really important doctor from the United States, and he told him, the rich guy, that they compare uh, men that are transitioning to women and women that are transitioning to men, that they notice like some changes that when men are transitioning to women, they feel like more, I don't know, it was secure, and they feel more motivated to be a woman
Okay.
comparing to women being a man, because women think that I'm not just man enough. I mean, I'm a man right now, but I'm not man enough just as a man,
Yeah,
and I'm not a woman anymore because I'm transitioning. But
yeah,
men said, "Hey, I'm a woman now. I can work in these kind of jobs that that you work at night, you stay in a corner, and
yeah,
I'm going to earn money to pay for my treatments and
yeah.
something else." So uh, they told him, this rich guy, and he said, "Yes, that's interesting, but what about the kids? I mean, can we work with the kids to have this behavior, to have this change of mind?" And he said, "Yes, of course, but we need to work with the elite. We need to work with the politicians of I think it was Mexico. I think that one of the countries that want to promote this, because children, when they adapt, when they see something, they want to interpret, they want to imitate that. So
Especially if they admire.
yes, they admire. So
Especially they admire.
they want to go to the children so they can imitate this behavior and be more easy for them to control the child when they become like teenagers, when they become adults. So this was I don't know if he's a famous YouTuber, but he warned us and everybody to behave of the kids of what they're watching in YouTube or in the videos or even streaming, to be careful, because these elites are really coming really hard now with your kids, with the kids.
By the
They
way,
want
not
to
only, I mean,
change it.
the kid is kind of the obvious, but I would say in general, if you pay attention, and let's analyze here in Peru, the biggest show, Hablando Huevadas, right? So what happens if you, I mean, as a lead, you're not going to give money directly, but you will have your sponsors that are part of your companies founding this type of podcast. Now people admire, I mean, you are going to be surprised, but I know many people that listen this podcast that they admire the host because he makes a lot of money. That's the only reason. Oh, he makes so much money. He's rich, right? So if they admire, they are going to behave and try to talk like these people. And the same apply for young kids, right? If they go and the teacher is gay or trans, the teacher is a mature person, he's a professional. Somehow that is a path to follow. Now the question opens.
Yeah, yeah. You're probably right, because I don't see this kind of topic here in Peru yet. But in Mexico, is near United States. But in
Yeah,
United
they got
States,
first. They
you
got first there.
yeah, you have like teachers that are transsexual, and kids see that, and they are normalizing that.
Yes, yes, yes.
And they're
And
trying to put in
that's a
this.
big.
That's a big shit. I don't know if they are going to apply that or something like that here now with the elections. These elites show the politicians like the top of the iceberg of what they want to promote.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The quality, the transgender jet, but they don't show it. They don't show the rest of the iceberg of how this is going to change the mental health of the people, going to change the mental health of the children. They say, hey, take this money, just promote equality for
Yeah.
everyone, and promote.
But by the way, what is equality? I think we need to pause there because equality, one thing is development, other thing is equality. Equality is let's try to take the worst, we can normalize the worst, and that's a way of equality. So if you start founding the bad practices, now everybody somehow watered down to that level. That's one. But the other one, talking about the elites, I think also the shitty laws that they are passing. I don't know if you saw my video that I recorded yesterday. A friend of mine lost his cell phone. Well, it's not that he lost; someone stole his cell phone at the gym, at the Smart Fit. So when he asked for the camera footage, they told him that he need to go to the police station to get the paperwork, and the police should send like a letter to the gym just to get the footage. Okay.
Yeah.
When that happened, I did a video and I was like, okay, interesting. SmartFit doesn't want to share the footage. Now, I didn't say SmartFit are pieces of shit. Thanks God I didn't say it. I thought it. But then turns out that there is a law that the company cannot give you the footage. But at the same time, what they can do, they cannot give you the footage, but they can show you the cameras. Hey, by the way, this person. So there is like a gray zone there. But our laws our policies are designed to just pop up the worst of the worst if you check. And that is not like a real conspiracy. What is a conspiracy?
Well, they're taking advantage from people that don't inform themselves, that don't read.
Yeah.
You say that gray area, and maybe in the SmartFit contract, there's some gray area or something like that they can show you the footage, right? But I don't understand this. They didn't show the footage to your friend, but they can show the video. I mean, it's not the same, or is it?
Okay. Here it goes. So let's say that we are at SmartFit. Someone steals your phone, right? So if that happened, you would like to know. Of course, his mistake was stupid, but many people made a mistake. It's like he left the cell phone on the rack, on the squat rack, and he went to the bathroom. I mean, that's stupid. We will say like everybody does that. Okay, so okay. But if that happened, you came back, your phone is not there, you go back to counter, hey, can we see the footage? Because there's a high chance that the one who stole it is a member, right? Mm-hmm. So if it's a member, at least we can public shame him, and for the shaming, he will have to return it. And if it was a guest, everybody is fingerprinted there. So, we can, if we do it fast, there's still a way. But if we need to go to the police station, that by law is the way that has to be, if you cannot ask for the recording, they cannot give you the recording in a CD, for example, or in a USB. No, but they can show it to you, because if they show it, you just see who have it, right? So that thing is something that SmartFit, of course, SmartFit want to protect their bags, so they will say, no, first bring the police statement, right? But I think people should push against that law, because if you can prove in a footage that they stole your phone, you should be able to have the recording on a USB without going to the police station.
Yeah, or maybe the interpreter can help you get to this person. And now, okay, so you see this footage, and they could get you the name of the person, or it's also reserved for them?
Yeah, that's the thing, that they say that all that is involved in data collection, so you need a special police sheet to get. So first, that's not exactly SmartFit fault, it's our shitty laws, but that's what I'm going to the elites try to control, right? Who will pass the law? Just people that by the way, I upload this video, the video so far in one day got 50,000 views, so it's going fast. But I think it's important that people understand that everybody believes that just because there are cameras, there is security, and it's not the same.
So you cannot get the information from the camera, so it's not like free information that you have.
Yes,
interesting.
Yes. So that's for that reason, everybody have fun that I go with my plastic bag to the gym. But why go to the plastic bag? Because if you steal the phone, at least you need to first open it. It's not that difficult to open the plastic bag, but at least it's an extra step, right? And if you take the plastic bag, I can see somebody's taking the plastic bag, but
Yeah,
but
I saw that plastic bag, but it's
yeah,
interesting that I know how your friend managed to make that mistake. Maybe he was with with his headphones. I know, but people right now are not paying too much attention with the current situation right now. I mean, even
yeah,
in a smart feed, people are. I don't know. I noticed yesterday or today. I know you have noticed that they are in their cell phones. They're like an item that you can put here, and you can put your cards here,
okay,
your credit cards. So I was thinking you can do that maybe in some other countries, United States, maybe it's in Europe, but
yeah,
here in Peru, that there's some extortion, that there's some the criminality is high. You can't do that because they're going to see the cards and they're going to take your phone and they're
yeah.
going to take your money. So, and the guy was with his headphones. He was talking in the streets in a very well here in La Victoria. That
It's
there's
spicy. It's not the worst, but it's a bit spicy, La Victoria.
it's a bit spicy.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't know. They trust themselves that they can defend themselves, or they said, "Hey, I don't care. There are police, there are cameras." Um, just I'd like to talk a lot of topic here, but Serenazgo don't do nothing
Yeah, no,
here.
shit,
They
yeah,
don't. Yeah, they don't do anything here.
yeah.
I live here in near the Torre Interact Tower here in Via Expresa. Okay, so we have like a park near my house, in front of my house. So every week, starting from Thursday to Saturday, many people go there and start to drink their beer, their liquor every day, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And that's because we have a tambo near here, and tambo sell the drinks, and I don't know, the workers, I think, are from the Interbank or from other companies. They buy the beer, they go to the park, they destroy it.
By the way,
But you,
we need to stop there. But for some reason, I have seen that pattern. I haven't seen that pattern with little mini markets, but with tampos, for some reason, always tambo trigger people drinking around. Do you know why?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's a tambo effect, right?
I don't know. I mean, when in the old days when you both drink or alcohol, you don't stay in the store. You
Yeah.
go to the park or you go to your house. You don't stay in Tambo.
But I mean, it's not exactly in the, well, maybe in the tambo too, but I have seen like drinking around the tambo. Do you think perhaps tambo show a lot the beverage, so it's boost the consumption in that way?
Yeah, if you see a Tambo, there's like a logo, a promotion of Pilsen, Cristal, Coquilla, many beers, okay, and they see the promotion, and and I think that the guys think, oh, okay, we finished this six pack. Hey, there's an offer there. Let's go again. Let's
Yeah,
buy
could
another
be,
offer
right?
and return. Remember what I told you that Jape has a lot of promos here.
Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they have a convenience with Tambo that they sell. I think that they sell this Coronita beer for 14 soles, a six pack. Okay,
Okay.
so they engage these kind of guys. Okay, so people drink here in the park. Serenajo don't do anything. Don't do anything. And when you see Serenajo, when the people say Serenajo, Serenajo is not the police. They're not going to tell me anything.
Yeah.
Because if Serenajo touched you, you can demand them.
Again,
Because
we
of
go back to the shitty laws.
because
We go
yeah,
back.
they can I can demand them because I'm being forced, I'm being touched. Okay, they are
Yeah.
invading my space. But
By the way,
it's
also
supposed to be
people
authority.
people sometimes don't understand that if you treat Serenazgo like shit, I mean, they cannot help you because the laws are against them. But also, each bad interaction with regular people now they are less encouraged to help, right? So, I had a situation 2 weeks ago. A stupid neighbor left his car in front of my garage because he couldn't find a spot in the street, and he just blocked my garage. Serenazgo came. Now, lucky some Serenazgo's patrol have a police inside. That helps,
Okay, okay.
when they got it. But if you have the Serenazgo alone, they cannot do shit. And sometimes neighbors, he was with a megaphone calling, who's the owner? And one neighbor show, hey, why do you make noise? Because he's trying to help me.
Yeah.
But
You,
this man,
you know, it's funny because sometimes Serenazgo comes with their bikes, with the bikes. just see them coming with the bikes, and the people are laughing or saying, "Hey, what are you going to do?"
Yeah.
But the thing that started to get like really dangerous when they called the police. The police come here, and the guys went out. But this happens every week. We're kind of tired because they also Tambo. Oh well, it's not Tambo. Okay, they put like a trash can inside their stores, and there are no trash cans here. Do you notice that there are no trash cans in blocks here in Lima? There are no trash cans.
Only in parks.
Only in the parks.
Only in
I don't
parks. And
know.
that's it because they stole it. That in many times you will see like they cut it and they steal the trash cans.
Yeah. I don't know why we don't have trash cans here. Well, in higher districts, maybe San Isidro, Miraflores, maybe we can see one or two in the blocks.
Yeah.
But sometimes in other districts, we don't see trash cans. And when people don't see trash cans, they throw their garbage in the park or anything else.
Maybe you just see main avenues. For example, in Aviacion, we have trash cans every 2 blocks or every 3 blocks, but only in Aviacion, no in the streets.
Yeah. But I noticed that there's a trash can. When you walk like 3 blocks, you see a trash can, and people like are, I don't know, lack of culture. I think that they
Yeah.
throw anything away. And they throw their cans here, their bottles there of alcohol in the park. So it was like not a great park, but nowadays it's really contaminated with people puking, urinating there.
And by the way,
really
when you
nice.
allow people to throw cans, now more people do it because okay, they're already throwing cans, so it's like it's a compound effect.
Yeah, we as we here our neighbors are trying like to write a letter to the municipality to do something, but I don't know if they're going to listen or read the
I
letter.
mean, honestly, they don't give a fuck. So
No,
they don't give a fuck.
they
But
don't
you
care.
know, talking about trash, I have this. There is a building in this corner close in my house. It's in a corner. It's a big building. So usually, people who live in the building are the ones that drop their trash in front of the building because they live there,
They live
right?
there. Yeah.
But I have other neighbors here that these motherfuckers they take their trash in front of the building because there is a lot of trash. Okay, they also stack their trash on top. Okay,
Yeah.
that is already annoying. But you know what is the worst? That many times they forget to take the trash before 11 p.m. So the trash car is already gone, and they go and they leave their trash and put it after the
In the
trash
building.
car. And these people, the bill, they already know, so they are checking the camera. And when that happens, they go, "Hey, stop throwing the trash can in front of my corner. The trash can is gone." And they just throw it. And sometimes I have seen the same person going for a second time and throwing more trash can, like big motherfuckers.
You know, we do something like that. I'll feel embarrassed, but we used to take our trash in front of our houses. Okay,
Motherfucker.
but you know these people that seek for garbage for
Yeah,
try to find
the
something.
the recycle people.
Yeah, the recycle people. Okay, so when they open our garbage, they leave every shit there in front of our
Yeah,
houses.
yeah.
So what we do is we take our garbage and we put it in the neighbor in 2 houses next the neighbor trash, and they don't open it, they don't throw it.
Yeah.
It's just try to find anything and they put it back. I don't know if it's our house, I don't know if it's the environment, I don't know, but when we put some trash there, they cut the bag and they throw
Yeah.
everything. But in
Yeah.
the other neighbor, they don't do that. I don't know that. I don't know
No,
about
no.
that.
For example, in my mother's house, we wait almost like 5 minutes before the car is coming, and in that moment we leave the plastic bag because if not, that is always the story. They just cut the bag and everything outside. The trash can cannot pick it up, and then you have a mess there. And the next day, well, my mother lives nearby an avenue. More people see that they start dropping trash there, so it's like a big shit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's different when you see that in other district in Surco.
Yeah.
When you see well the recollectors of the municipality see that, they collect that trash and they put it in the car.
Yeah.
But here in Lince, they don't do that. They leave that trash there. I don't
Depends
know.
who's the contractor.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
yeah,
the municipality hire contract. It's not that the municipality recollect; they hire people. So each company will give like quotas or like a amount of money, like a budget. Okay, so usually municipality will go for the cheapest. Yeah, but the cheapest is the one that is. If I don't see it perfectly packaged, fuck off.
yeah. That's why we see here in Lince many things that are needed to be fixed here. The streets, the walls. Yeah, it's
I mean,
kind of
Lindsay has some interesting things that perhaps we cannot mention on this call, but there are some interesting things in that district.
yeah.
That's hilarious. My friend, I have after this, I'm still working in something interesting. It's called a five step, the ladder value, how to jump from selling your time to selling outcomes, results, how to convert that into a product, then leverage to a system and all the shit. So I'm working on that. As soon as I have that video, I would like to share it with you because I would like you to be my guinea pig for that process because you're a smart person, you know how to talk. I'm sure if I show you this shit, you will just learn it immediately. So perhaps in 2 or 3 days, I will send it to you, and next Monday we can try to land that during the call. Analyze your potential.
Perfect. Let me know
Amazing.
and I'll review it. Don't worry.
Thank you for your time, my friend. As always, thank you for this
Thank
Monday.
you, Jose. Thank you for this talking. We'll see you next week.
See you,
Thank
my
you
friend.
very much.
Dale, dale,
Bye.
bueno.
Bye bye.